Hey guys, before I start this video, I want to mention that I was recently interviewed on the PUCL podcast. It's the longest running Pokemon podcast out there, so I'll leave a link in the description if you want to hear the interview and learn some new stuff about me. Anyway, enjoy the video.
Good morning, everybody! Good morning, it's JPR, and as you all know, Generation 8 and the brand new Galar region are on their way, and there's a ton of info to sort through, but none quite as important as this right here. Ever since Generation 6 with Pokemon X and Y, every new generation Pokemon game has included some new mechanic that completely shakes up the way a Pokemon battle functions, and it looks like Generation 8 will be no exception to this rule. We can already see this by taking a look at the Japanese logos for the newer Pokemon games. In the Japanese logos for Pokemon X and Y, there is a hint towards the then new mechanic of Mega Evolution, as the symbol can be seen right here. Similarly, in Pokemon Sun and Moon, Z crystals were included in the Japanese logos, alluding to the fact that there was another new battle mechanic coming soon. And once again, you can see in the Japanese logos of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield with there being a new Pokeball-like emblem with 3 swirling dots around it. Now, what's interesting about this emblem is that unlike Mega Evolutions and Z moves, we've already seen this symbol appear multiple times across the Galar region in the first trailer. Most notably is on the sleeve of the jersey that the male protagonist wears when he enters the new stadium-like area, and also it appears to be present all over the outsides of these stadiums that many people are assuming to be gyms. But the presence of this new symbol alone leads me to think that this is not your traditional gym. Heck, for all we know, these might not even be called gyms at all. If they are gyms, they ought to be using the familiar triangular-shaped gym logo that was introduced in the Unova region in Pokemon Black and White, and has subsequently appeared in Kalos, Hoenn, Kanto, and even inside the Cantonian gym located in the Alola region in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now, you never know, maybe the Galar region never adapted the triangular gym logo that the other regions have, or maybe this game is set several years in the past before a standardized gym logo was made. Those are possibilities, but I believe them both to be quite unlikely. While I don't think this symbol is hinting at a new type of mid-battle transformation similar to Mega Evolutions or Z moves, I do think it's hinting towards that these new arenas are in fact not gyms, and instead are places where an entirely new style of Pokemon battling takes place. Now, I know that is a bit of a bold assumption to make, especially since we have very little info to go off of, but just looking at this new symbol, I have a few ideas that come to mind. I think that the 3 swirling dots could suggest that 3 Pokemon are used in the battlefield at once, similar to the former triple battle or rotation battles that were scrapped in Pokemon Sun and Moon, presumably due to the 3DS's inability to run them smoothly in the 6th generation. So since we're on a brand new, much more powerful console in the Nintendo Switch, I think Game Freak might be taking another stab at bringing back a triple battle-esque style. Maybe for this particular style, you have one main Pokemon that you use, while the other 2 in the background play supporting roles, like setting up weather conditions, or entry hazards, or lowering the opponent's stats. Think of it like Pokken, where you used one Pokemon for the entire battle, but you had a set of 2 support Pokemon that could grant you special powers during the battle. Or maybe like how Totem Pokemon were able to call allies to their side in Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's possible the Game Freak may be wanting to introduce a more strategic battle style that would challenge veteran players. After all, when Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee were announced last year, they assured the community that Generation 8 would be a more competitively driven generation. So maybe this new battle style is locked through these arenas during the main story, but afterward they become available for online play. Or maybe this is all just way too safe of a prediction. Maybe it's like soccer, where you have like one tanky Pokemon in the back acting as the goalie, and then that's the one you need to knock out to score points and win the match. But at the same time that you're fighting that large tanky Pokemon, you also have to deal with the other 2 Pokemon on the field that are battling against you. So maybe it would really force you to think about which type of Pokemon are best suited for each role on your team. Honestly, until we know more, this could be anything, but I'm pretty sold on the idea that it's an entirely new battle concept that will utilize a team of 3 Pokemon at once. That's my thought, and I'm sticking to it. I do think it will still be turn-based as Pokemon battles have always been, but I can't help but feel like they're going to mix it up a lot. And just from the looks of things, you never know, that might even add some features of real-life sports into the fray as well. But yeah, that's my shot in the dark. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think I'm on the right track, or do you think the symbol will lead to something entirely different? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so be sure to let me know. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe to see more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys next time.